Hello everyone. Can you hear me? Let's see the comments. Chat. There it is. Please let me know in the comments area if you can hear me. Let's see who's in here. Hello, hello. Welcome. Natalie, welcome Natalie. Glad you can hear me. Hope everyone is in. Marcia, yes, hello. Welcome. Yeah, these are my hands here. You can see me. Hope everyone is ready. Gerda, yes, hello. First of all, I would like to tell you that during this class it's not necessary to work in the same time with me. Please follow what I'm doing in my instructions, and you have plenty of time to watch the replay, and you can practice then. When the replay will be on, it will be recorded of this class, and you can skip, you can go through, you can pause it, you can play it as you want. So don't necessarily have to paint with me today. Second of all, I would like to tell you I am home, and my son is a bit upset because he has a high temperature. So at some point we will take a couple of breaks. Yeah. So if you hear my son coming in the living room, I am sorry, but I couldn't send him to school today. He is 4 and he is very unwell. But we're still taking the class. We still go as we said. Yeah. So let's start first of all with what we need for the class, and then we will start painting some strokes on the paper and some strokes on the tips. We will create these beautiful flowers. Yeah. See, I printed here. We will do these today. These are level 1. We'll do butterflies, cauliflower, tulips, everything. So first things first, what you need for one stroke painting. For one stroke painting, you will need 3 types of brushes. I have 4 here because I have a little one I will show you. So you need either synthetic brushes, either natural hair brushes. My brushes are synthetic. They are from Eurofashion company. Yeah, the one I'm distributor for in the UK. And I love the synthetic brushes because, as you can see, they are a bit thicker and they hold more painting. I prefer flat brushes to slant brushes because flat brushes hold more paint, in my opinion. And because we have a straight line here, we know exactly how to place them on the paper and exactly what to do with them. Especially when we paint on the nail. So to me, it's flat brush. I recommend that. There's nothing wrong with the slant brush. Yeah, it's a matter of preference, as I said. Yeah, so I have a big one and a small one. Some clients, yeah, if you do a big almond or coffin, a long coffin, you will find the big brush easier to paint because it covers a big part of the nail. We have to do a pretty good size flower. I prefer the smaller brush, yeah, for salon shaped nails, yeah, like mine. It's more fit to paint for short nails. Again, flat. And I have a third one here. Yeah, all these three brushes, they are included in the kit. The third one is the detailer brush. Also from Eurofashion is number 01. With this detailer brush, we will create the details on the edge of the flowers, on the edge of the petals, and the leaves. You will see this pretty one is very sturdy. It's amazing. At the corner of your screen, you will see a add to cart or buy now button. That is for the kit. If any of you are in the UK and would like to purchase the kit, this is a complete kit for beginner one stroke. Yeah. And why do I recommend these? Because these are the paints. Yeah, I recommend professional acrylic paints because the paints usually we find on eBay, Amazon, or crafting websites, those paints are not for one stroke, they are for canvas painting. The difference between canvas painting and nail art painting is crucial. Although the paints are both acrylic, yeah, they are called acrylic paints, the pigmentation is different. On canvas acrylic paint, yeah, you will find that they are more liquidy, they are more fluid, they contain more medium, which is like a gelish type of solution where the pigment is placed, and this is how we get the colors. The canvas absorbs the paint. That's why. Natalie, no problem. I will type the link in a second. There should be a button up on the corner saying buy now or add to cart. If not, I will post the link for you. It's not a problem at all. The canvas absorbs paint, yeah, but the nails don't. The paints for nails have more pigment in. That's why it's so important to buy a paint. Although it might seem a bit more expensive, it's a good investment to buy a paint from a professional website specially designed for nails. Yeah, not the ones from eBay or crafting shops, because those are for general painting, for papers, for children, for crafting, for doing all sorts of crafting paper, cards, or whatever it is. It is not for nail art. In my opinion, if you go for something cheap, like anything related to nails, tools, brushes, acrylic system, gel system, if you go with something cheap, is a waste of money because it won't help you out work properly. It will give you a pain in the bum, so to say. With the acrylic, a good acrylic paint, all we have to do is 2 coats, and that's it. With a poor acrylic paint, it will go striky, it will have some lines, or it will become a mess. So trust me when I'm saying you need a good professional paint, and natural hair or synthetic hair brushes. Doesn't matter. What I would like again to advise you is find what is good for you, try them, and you decide what to work with. This is my opinion and this is what I work with, but I don't impose it to anyone. Yeah, you find what is good for you. Right, this being said, a little bit of tips and tricks for the acrylic paint. Acrylic paint is a type of a paint that is soluble in water. Yeah, you can play it or you can water it down, but once it's dry, it cannot be wiped off with water. That's why it's very important very often to clean our brushes, because once the painting is dried on the bristles, it will be very hard to clean it. And if it's very hard, it will harden at the ferrule, and all of a sudden the bristles will start fan out, and you won't have a good shape brush. So it's very important we clean it very often. Second tip is, as a solution, as a cleaning solution, the paints, if they have an expiry date, no, they don't have an expiry date. But it's important to keep the jar airtight. Yeah, it's an airtight jar, to be very careful when we close it. Yeah, so the paints don't dry. And just a little mentioning, this is a 20 milliliter pot. Yeah, many other companies, they do 7 milliliter or 10 milliliter. Trust me, this is the best deal you can have. 20 milliliter, these jars last for ages. Right. The best cleaning solution is the monomer. I know it sounds weird, but the monomer is the most gentle one for the bristles. Not acetone, not cleanser or isopropyl alcohol, nothing like that, because it will destroy the bristles. The monomer is the most gentle one, and I will show you that later. We will dip in a bit of monomer, wipe it on a paper towel, and then rinse it in water. All right, so this is the best way. Yeah, sure, Natalie, sure. Open the window again. Open the window. Okay, I will type. Just a second, guys. Just a second. Alex, what's up, mommy? Don't shout, mama. What's up? Okay, let's type in the website, or actually find the kit for you straight away. It's better when we are on the computer, because the layouts and everything are much better than on the phone or the tablet. So I'm on my laptop right now. I'll open the website. One stroke kit. Yeah, level 1. And this is it. Great. So moving on to the next stage is the palette. I'm having here some gray crafting paper on which I will paint. I will do the strokes. And I have here a plastic a plastic lid from takeaway or from a lunchbox. I have wet kitchen towel. This is very important. And this one on top, as you can see, is grease-proof paper, because we need to keep the acrylic paints moist, but not watery, yeah? Not to get in touch with water. And this kitchen grease-proof paper is helping them keep moist for a while. And if we do it this way, we can paint for a few hours without the paints getting dry at all. Natalie, I'm sorry, try to refresh the page. Please refresh the page. Okay. I will add on my palette white and this is called magenta color. It's 015 claret violet in our kit. I scoop out a little bit, yeah, with the end of my brush. And I add on my palette. Then I put the lid back straight away. We don't leave the jars open at all. I add some of the white, yeah. This is it. Scoop, place it down, and that's all I need for the moment. I have a plastic glass of water. I have the camera very, very low so you can see absolutely every move that I do. When I rinse the brush, I always go on the side of the wall. Yeah, I don't squish it on the bottom of the glass, so only on the side. So we don't hurt the bristles. I'm getting as well a piece of kitchen roll. Yeah, a bit of kitchen roll, on which I will tap the excess water from my brush. I want my brush to be moist, but not loaded with water. Every now and then, if you like to double check, you straighten the bristles in between your fingers, yeah? So it will be flat. As you can see, the tip of the brush is really thin, but the brush is pretty big, so it will hold lots of paint. Okay, first thing, I will go in the white paint, lighter paint first, straight down. As you can see, it's loaded on both sides. And then on the darker paint, both sides. And I have like two triangles here. I blend in the colors straight on my palette, not on the hand, because due to the body temperature, the paints will dry really fast, and I will leave a big amount of paint on my hand instead of the nail or the practice paper, and we don't need that. As you can see, I already have a beautiful gradient here in the middle, just short strokes. And I'm ready to paint. First movement. Okay, let's turn around with the camera so you can see me. First movement. It is the straight line. Again, good gradient in between. Let's zoom in a bit so you guys can see, or autofocus. Let's see, focus. Focus, focus. Yes, much better. Great. First movement, if you want, and I recommend you that, is to set the margins. Yeah, set margins, and you know exactly where you start and where you finish. Don't worry about the paper is absorbent, so the brush needs often loading. If you follow the movement of my bristles, you will see that is not much pressure on. Two. Go on the palette, yeah, I load again. The paper is absorbent, as I said, and it needs a lot of paint. Movement number 2, which is a basic petal. Again, I do the margins. Little to no pressure, okay? Follow the bristles, you will see the movement. I place the brush, move a little bit up, little pressure, and come on down. Almost no pressure at all. Load the brush again. Up, little pressure, and come down. Up, little pressure, and come down. I will do second coat and then I will rinse my brush. Yeah, so remember what we said, not to have a dry brush. You see, with the second coat, the paint is more bright. The gradient is even better. On the nails as well, we do 2 coats. Now, I place my towel, I wipe off the excess, and then I dip in the water. And on the water, I go on the side, yeah, side of the glass, and you can see the paint coming out. I don't squish it at the bottom. I don't press. We treat the paints with love, the brushes with love, because are our best asset. If we don't have good brushes, we cannot paint very well. These brushes, they should last more than a year if treated with care. Please don't worry at the beginning. We all make mistakes. We all rush. Sometimes we forget a little bit of paint on the brush. So that is all right. You just practice and work with them and rinse them in monomer when you need to.
Are we in?
Yes, I can see that. Please go. Alex, please go back to the bedroom. Second movement is the down pedal. Lighter color, darker color. Follow the same tracks. And second movement again, place your margins. Come down 1 millimeter. Pressure and come on up. I need a bit more pink. Come down. Bit of pressure and come on up. The brush is a bit tilted on the right side, but that is all. So it's not perfect coming down, it's a bit on the side.
Mom,
I
don't okay.
Alex,
Mommy, I want to bath.
Alex, go back in the bedroom for a second. Excuse me, guys, 1 second.
I break my phone.
Come here, please, Alex.
Mom, I break my phone.
Yeah, please come back. Okay, I'm so very sorry. I was doing the second coat. Mainly we paint with the tip of the brush. We don't squish, just the tip. And very important, always check that your paint doesn't reach the ferrule, because it's a lot of hair there. If the paint gets too hardened in that area, it's very, very hard to take it off. This movement is very good for beginner roses. Back pedal. Need a bit more paint. blending on the palette. And down petal. My down petal doesn't have to cover all over the white, has to come down over the pink. We can see inside the flower. And down, yeah. I will put these margins here so you can see exactly where am I going. Down. Yeah, we see inside. We don't have a gap, yeah, so nothing like this. This is a big no-no. So this is nothing that we want to achieve, nothing like a good result. Right, I'm rinsing my brush a bit. Third movement. Is the V-shape petal. With this petal, it's very important the rotation of the brush. So we basically rotate in between fingers. The pink is at the base. The pink doesn't move, only the white. So for this movement, I place the brush and I rotate the white on the other side. Yeah, I will turn a bit of paper so you can see the other angle as well. Okay. Second coat. Little to no pressure, very gentle. That's why we load the brush often. So we don't put pressure on. If we put pressure, we ruin the shape of the petal. This type of petal is suitable for a 5-leaf or 6-leaf, 6-petal flower. I do the middle of the flower, 1 petal, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Always take the margins. It's always easier to know where you're going. I load a bit my brush and I start painting. 1, 2. As you can see, I'm leaving a bit of gap here. I don't go straight in the center, straight in the middle of the flower, because we will need to create the center of the flower as well. All the details make a better design. 3. I'm painting a bit this side because I have the camera in front of me. But when you paint, you rotate the flower. We will do that on a tip. 4. And 5. So this is what the stroke is for. A 5-leaf flower. My next one, and one of my favorites, is the wrinkly leaf. Again, V shape. And this petal, you have two options to do it. Either you don't pick up the brush from the paper and go 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Remember the twisting in between hands. Either you lift it and you create the gradient bit by bit. So 1, you lift, 2, it's up, 3, coming down again. So it's not a problem if you want to lift it or not, as long as we create a bit of waves, a bit of wrinkly type of flower. The base is narrow and the white is the one rotating. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3. When I lift the brush, I lift it gently, yeah? I don't drag, I don't do anything like this. So I have a starting point and an ending point. When I reached at the end, I just release the pressure and lift. I don't drag anything down because I will leave a ugly mark. Thank you very much, Natalie. Thank you. I hope you ladies enjoy it. It's not complicated at all. Not at all. If we know the basic movement, we will know how to put them on tips. It's not anything complicated. It's just a variation, and that's all. Different wavy motions will create different petals. Yeah, so I stop here and lift the brush. Yeah, you could see here. Oh, which one is it? Yeah, you can see the back petal as well. You can see the fine tip one. So we can create different flowers, but in essence, it is the same movement. Okay, I need to rinse the brush. Again, I dip the excess on a paper towel and then I will rinse it in water. There are only a few type of strokes, which if we vary, we get total new flowers. Make sure there's no more paint coming out of the brush. Tap on kitchen towel, the brush to be flat and straight. I'm picking up paint now on my brush. And we are going to do the half leaf. I'm using the same pink and white. We carry on like this, and when we will be doing the designs on the nail tips, we will change the colors. Right, the first half of the leaf is going from left up right with a bit of a wavy motion. No pressure, little pressure in the middle, and not at all up. Lift. No pressure, little pressure in the middle, and up. Second coat. And look what beautiful strokes we have. This type of leaf is suitable for the corners of the nails where you don't have much space. That is ideal to squeeze in a petal and to have um, a bit more variety to your designs. For example, if the client has small nails and you don't have much room, you can paint half of a flower and squeeze in 2 petals like this, and there you have it. Nothing complicated. Third one is coming down from left to right. Okay. I need to pick up a bit more paint on my brush. Follow the bristles. Let's see if I can move it a bit here so you can see the bristles even better. Yeah, come down to the right and down again. down to the right and down again. Beautiful. Second coat. Little to no pressure. That's why I love these brushes, because they hold much paint on. And we have everything we need. Okay? One leaf, second leaf, and now I'm gonna challenge you a bit to do the full leaf. I know it might seem a bit intimidating at the beginning. We all been through that. Nothing to worry. The full leaf.
Mommy.
Alex, yes.
Papa.
Not now, mommy. After mommy finishes, we're having a bath. Come on. Let's go back in the bed, please. I know, Alex. Please come with mommy. Please. Please wait for mommy to finish the class. Mommy is gonna be a good boy. Okay. Sorry about that. Full leaf. We take margins again, and the full leaf is made out of a V shape and a deep. Remember, when we have V shape, we have to rotate in between fingers. So the pink will stay put and the white will rotate and will go up. As I said, I know it might be a bit intimidating at the beginning, but it's not, you will see. So I start from one side and gently rotating and going up. Yeah, so as you can see here, I have only half, and the other half I come down on the same line and rotate and stop. What I would like to tell you about these moves as well, each and everyone that participated to this class, please message me at the end, and you will have the free movements as well, free materials that I can send them to you over exactly the step by step for these petals and leaves. All right, so you will receive those for free as well. Come on down and rotate, stop, lift the brush. Let's do the second coat again slowly. Up, come down on the same line, rotate and lift. I need to pick up more paint. Up, come down, and rotate towards right, and lift. It's not complicated, just a little bit of practice. What I would like to add to these talks is one downside petal, which is very similar to this one, but it's a bit narrow. It's a V-shaped petal. So wider at the top and narrow at the bottom. Okay, come on down, rotate, and come up again. Down, rotate, and up. I'm painting very slowly so you guys can see how the bristles move. To follow the brush, to know where you start and to know where you finish. This is very important. I'm twisting in between fingers, yeah? Twisting. Little to no pressure. Good. Right. These are the moves, yeah, for the moment. I'm gonna clean my brush again. And from now on, I'm gonna prepare some tips because it's very important to see how we paint on tips. On the paper is fairly easy, but on tips, they are curved, the nails are curved, so we need a few tips and tricks for that, how it's best to paint. I bought some color tips of eBay. Yeah, black and white. I don't need to do any gel polish on them. I just buff them, paint, and then we put the top coat. If you do sculpted nails like acrylic or builder gel, yeah, I will write here. So you will build the nail, file, buff, and then paint one stroke. And then last one, top coat. Very important, yeah? If you do gel polish on natural nails, you will do base coat, then 2 coats of color, then top coat, then you buff, with 240, 220 or 280 buffer, yeah. Because if the buffer is too abrasive, too harsh, you will create dents, and the look of your flower won't be neat and creamy anymore. Yeah, buff, paint, and top coat again. So this is how we do it. Let's lift it up a bit. This is how we do it if you build the enhancements or you do gel polish on the natural nail. Okay. If you have any questions at this moment, till we get the tips ready, please feel free to ask. I got the tips. I got normal plastic tip. I will put some blue tack or white tack I have here. A bit of a white tack. Place it on. Yeah. And I will buff a white tip. Buff a white tip. And because these plastic tips, they are fairly big-ish compared to the nails, yeah, I will still use the big brush, the 005 brush. Just out of curiosity, is any of you painting with me right now or just watching? I dropped it. Yeah, so the surface has to be matte, no shiny. No shiny bits left because the paint won't adhere. Great, Natalie, great. I'm looking forward to see the pictures. I'm looking forward to see the pictures. So, this is the tip, yeah, blue tack. I found this really easy because I paint the tips, I take them off, and I can put them in my display box. So it's really easy to do it like that. The one stroke normally is the whiter color, the lighter color on the outside, the darker color on the inside. However, when we have light tips or white background, we will have to do reverse one stroke, which is the darker color on the outside and the lighter color, the whiter color in the outside. And if it's normal polish, for normal polish, Marcia, you will have to, we will have to put a gel polish top coat on. So the normal polish has to be very, very dry. Marcia is watching. Gerda, I'm sorry if I don't pronounce your name very well, is not a silly question at all. The monomer is the acrylic liquid, yeah, for the ladies that do acrylic nail extensions. And where do I get it? Let me pass you the link as well. Let me pass you the link for monomer too. You have different size bottles, 30 milliliters, 60, 120, 240, and so on and so on. So you purchase the one is good for you. It doesn't go off, so you can have it for ages, yeah. My advice it is if you do only if you use the monomer only for rinsing the brushes. Just get a 60 milliliter bottle. It will last a pretty good amount of time. But you need to put it in a small tapping dish. Let me show you. You don't rinse it straight in the bottle. Let's see where my tapping dish is. Oh, okay. I have a little tapping, a little glass, any sort of any little recipient you have. You can put a bit of monomer in, and you can rinse the brush. Is this to rinse in between colors? Natalie, no, it's as a final rinsing. Yeah, I will show you at the end. Rinsing in monomer is very important, so we get the whole paint out of the bristles, because the acrylic paint is soluble in water. Yeah, we can water it down. We can use it on the palette, but once it's dry, that's it, is dry. So if we got paint in between the bristles, all of a sudden the bristles will start to fan out, and we won't be having a nice, good, firm brush. So the strokes, the petals won't be neat and accurate. So we do the rinsing to clear the brush. I have a bit of monomer here. Yeah, let's see. I have a bigger bottle because I do acrylic nails as well. I will pour a little bit in my dappen dish. And I'll show you really close to the can. Yeah, it's only a little bit. Okay. If you can see some tiny colored residue coming off the brush, that is the acrylic. If you can see something whitish on the bottom, that is the acrylic paint. So we just press it gently against the glass. We rinse it, and then we wipe it on a kitchen roll. And as you can see, I have a little bit coming off still from the brush. Then rinse it in water. Tap on the towel the excess, and that is it. Nothing complicated, but it's important to have the monomer after a long day of painting and practicing. Is really, really important. Yeah, to keep the brushes clean. These brushes from Euro Fashion, they have the white bristles, so it's impossible to keep them white all the time because the pigments stain the brush. So yeah, they're a bit colored, but as you can see, it's a nice firm brush, and it's shaped as well. Okay, let's put this monomer aside for a second. I get a bit more pink out of the jar, place it on my palette, and we will do reverse one stroke. So that means the darker color is on the outside, the lighter color is on the inside. Yeah, lighter color first, dip in, darker color, dip in, and create the gradient on your palette. Twist, twist. Go as many times as you need till you create the gradient you like. Now I will move a bit the tip, and I will paint a 3 petal on the side of the nail. So I will take margins. Yeah, I don't go straight at the edge of the tip, because here I will have, sorry, I moved. Here I will have the inside of the flower. Okay, better light now. So I do 1, 2, 3. Because the nail is curved, 1, 2, 3. So 1 middle petal and 2 on the sides. Because the nail is curved, I will lean my brush a bit. Yeah, so I'm not holding it perpendicular, not straight. I will lean it on the side. So not straight, but lean on the side, on my right side, because I paint with my right hand. Yeah, so reverse 1 stroke. 1, 2, and 3. I'm coming down. Which one to turn it off? Yes, this one. It's a better light now. Please tell me if you can see the tip well. Let's turn it around. 1, 2, it's a bit more up, and 3. Settings, focus. No, here, yes. Okay, I'm checking the camera as well in the same time, so I can see is focused enough and you catch all the details. And the middle one. 1, 2, 3. So when we will look at the nail, it will be painted on one side. I come with the second coat. As you can see, the colors are already very pigmented and I get a very, very nice gradient. The pink is standing out very well, so I don't need to worry about it. 1, 2. Go slowly, no rush, no rush. 3. Don't need to rush the painting. You find your own rhythm. otherwise, when we come with the second coat, we can correct little mistakes. If it is too much gap in between the petals, we can narrow them. We can correct shapes, we can do lots of things. But important is to paint slowly, slowly. Great. I will place the tip down. And for the leaves, I will pick up the other brush, number 4, which is smaller brush, green and yellow, and a bit of black on my palette. The flower, please remember this, the flower is the main character. So the flower needs to stand out, and the leaves, they come as secondary on the tip. So the flower has to be the main one, the first one we paint, and then the leaves. I have here green, which is Malachite 019. Yeah, it's in the kit. And my favorite yellow is Cameos 006. It's a bit of a pale pink. This pale yellow. Sorry, this is my favorite. All right. And a bit of black. I think I forgot my black on the salon, so I will have to improvise a little bit. And I have a very, very dark gray here, which on the camera definitely will look like black. Just for a few fine details. Please remember to close the lid very well, yeah? So the lid is airtight. Otherwise the brushes will go inside. Okay. Yellow and green on my palette. Number 4 brush, yeah, the smaller one. Lighter color first, darker color after. Yeah, triangle. And we blend them in on the palette. I will move it aside so I can pick up my tip in a second. And again, I will do reverse. So I should do, say, a petal of leaf here and half a leaf there. And I will do on the other side half a leaf here and full leaf here. Okay. Easy, 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 no pressure at all. Don't forget to twist in between hands, in between fingers. This one is coming down, yeah. to the right and down again. With the second coat, we will see it better. By the time I finish first coat, all the others have dried. And I can start again, second coat. You can see it's already better. Yeah, this one is coming down. And we are ready to do the details. But first, I rinse my brush. I don't leave it with paint sitting on it. And for the details, I will take the detailer brush, yes, number 001. I grab a bit of water. And I dip only the tip in, only to have few little bits of paint on it. I don't load it, because otherwise I won't be able to do thin lines with it. Only the tip, yeah. And I will do a couple of designs on the inside. Very, very thin lines. And just to fill in the design, I can add a couple of leaves on the outside. Just drag a gentle line, and I press with the brush. I do one on this side. Yeah, let's get really close to the camera. Press, and then just swirl it up gently. For the middle, yeah, the inside, I will do some black dots. I will let those dry, very important, yeah. Let it dry. In the meantime, I will rinse my little brush. And this time, I will dip in the yellow color as well with the tip, yeah. So as you can see, only the tip is with paint. And then I will create a few dots outside the black one. Just as adding a little detail to it. I let it dry. And the best part of this is putting the top coat, because when we put the top coat on, it's like the paints are coming to life. It's they are more bright, more creamy. They stand out so much more. But very important, we need to let it dry. All right. So if we do it too soon, we will smudge the color and drag the color down with the top coat. For the top coat, I like to use no wipe top coat because it's very shiny, the one from Inspire. As well, you can find it on the website at the gel polish category. It's really nice and glossy, as you can see it on my nails as well. And my nails are a couple of weeks old. I need to redo them, but they are still shiny. Okay, let's check the tip. Everything has to be matte, no shiny bits. Okay. Gorgeous. Look at this. It's so pretty, isn't it, Natalie? So pretty and so easy to do. And of course, after the class, not only that, I will send you the free materials, yeah, the step-by-steps of the strokes we done. I also will send you the pictures of the nails we done today. Yeah, so you have them there. You just open the picture and recreate the flower. Right. Second one, let's do the butterfly, because it's easy. The butterfly, it's easy. There are actually two strokes. Yeah, the butterfly is this one. And this one. So only two movements and we have a gorgeous butterfly. Basically, these are the strokes. That's it. These are the strokes, and you can create level 1, level 2, level 3, one stroke. The more wrinkly they are, the more overlap they are, the more complicated they look. But they are not complicated at all. They are really, really simple. Yeah, so I buffed another tip. This one is done. Yeah. I will take it off. Put it aside, put my white tack back on the... Yes, Natalie, I will be doing level 2 probably in April because now in March I have mixed media designs, yeah, salon designs, and we will be doing wet on wet technique, gel polish, stamping, swirls, 3D pigments, all sorts we're going to be doing on I think there are about 10 or 12 designs on March, on the webinar March. So probably level 2 one stroke in April. Okay, back to the big brush, 05. Again, it is a light color background, so I'm doing reverse one stroke, which means the pink will be outside and the white inside. I dip in the brush in the white first, pink after. Blending on the palette. As you can see now, everything is creamy because the paper is absorbent, but the nails aren't. That's why the nails, the plastic nail or the real nails, are not absorbent at all. So we have to highly pigmented paint. Oh, I didn't know that was webinar. I thought the nail art course was 1-to-1. No, Natalie. The webinar is mixed media designs, salon design. So they will have to be fast as well. So we can work really fast on our clients. So we do gels were sugar effect, Sharpie pens. I will do marble with Sharpie, marble with gel polish. So it's gotta be a big class as well, that one. So I'll do the butterfly on one side. Yeah, again taking margins. So the wing, the big wing of the butterfly is the leaf. Yeah. Do you see better like this, or should I turn on the light? I don't know how you guys see better. And then the down wing on the butterfly is the other petal. Yes, Natalie, definitely to sign up. I will be posting the details about it in a couple of days. Okay, I hope you see here. First wing. And then I come down, yeah. And rotate. It's not very easy to paint in the hand, yeah. That's why we use the pinky finger as an anchor, yeah, when we paint, to support ourselves. And the forearms need to be really placed on the desk, because otherwise your hands will be floating in the air, you won't have any balance, and all of a sudden the hands will start shaking, and you don't want that. So the forearms are pinned really well in the desk. Okay, I'm waiting for this one to dry. It's still a bit shiny in the middle. Yeah, you see here it's a bit shiny. If I move it, And we do the second coat. Once you will master these designs, you will see on your clients, you will fly through them, like literally flying. One moment, please. Alex, come here, please. Alex. Okay, the down leaf wing. Sorry. Now, because the butterfly is fairly simple, we will do a couple of details on the tip. We will do a bit of lace. Marcia said, I'm left hand, so I start from the opposite side. Yes, that's right, Marcia. That's right. So me as a right hand, I start from left to right. You start right to left. So for example, if this is you, yeah, you start from here and you go towards left. Yeah, so towards left. The body of the butterfly, we will do it with black and the thin brush. The thin brush has to be dipped really well in paint. And I will do the body over here. The belly, the head, Okay? And the two antennas. A little dot and drag down. So I don't leave the design too simple. I will do some edges on his wings, like a border. Okay. And for the lace, the movements are really fast. So I don't have to be very accurate. I have to go left, right, really, really fast, like zigzag. I'm in the camera. Yes, I'm in the camera. Some thinner, some thicker, doesn't matter how they are. We are not drawing it to perfection because otherwise it will look like stickers. We want to be imperfect, so it look realistic. Yeah, and here you can use the dotting tool for some dots or simply your brush, but it's easier with the dotting tool at the beginning. With the dotting tool, I do the same in the darker paint. And I do say 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this is how easy the butterfly goes. Really easy, but we have to let it dry, yeah, in order to put the top coat. We have to let it dry. Very, very easy. Actually, only 2 strokes, yeah? Just 2. You have the white, you have the black, and the pink, and that is all you need. Just 3 colors, very easy. And you can draw this one on your client's nails. It's a bit shiny, as you can see, so we still need to let them dry. After I put the top coat on this one, I think we should take a 5-minute break to make a cup of tea, and we should come back for the next one. I won't close the camera. Yeah, the camera will stay on. Okay. Very, very pretty and shiny. We don't have to do complicated designs in order to be beautiful. We can do um, simple as well, just adding a few details, a few dots, a bit of lace, and all of a sudden we have a gorgeous design. And very easy for salon nails. There are clients that they don't have the patience to wait, so these are very quickly and also very effective. Okay, let's take a 5-10 minute break. And we will come back. I won't shut the camera, so the camera stays on. To make a nice cup of tea. Yeah, and this is the second design. Great. Let's leave this one here as well. And let's make a cup of tea. Okay, I am back with a nice hot tea. It's a very, very cold day today. If you ladies have any questions, please feel free to write. Uh, I think Beauty London is still on today. Yeah, it is. I'll get another tip ready, yeah, white tip. Buff it. And this time, I'm gonna do the gorgeous tulips. And for the tulips, I will put a bit of yellow flower. It's called, yeah. I need a darker yellow. Yellow flower, 041. I like to create the tulips with, and the same pink, yeah. As you can see, it's a bit darker. Where the blending in between the yellow and pink will be, it will result a bit of an orange, which is really nice because the tulips will look really natural. Okay, I'm going for the small brush, 004. Dip in the yellow first, dip in the pink after. Blend in on the palette. And I will start with the background color. I will do one up and one down. So plenty of gap in between them, all right? We have to let them dry for a little bit. Should I zoom in? Let's see. Yes, great. And let's see the focus. Much better. So yellow again. Pink. And second coat. I turn around the tip. And again, I let this dry as well. Please tell me if you see all right, if the light is okay, if I'm close enough. I will rinse the brush while the background petals are drying. And we will do the side petals of the tulip. The side petals are the side leaves. These or these. If you want, you can do it with the red, not with the pink. It doesn't have to be pink. Yeah, so I start from the side. And I go up. I have a bit too much water on my brush, so I tap on the kitchen towel. Yeah, I come down with this other one. I turn around and do the other side. Again, we have to let them dry. You can see they're shiny, especially where I had a bit more water. Right, second coat. And now it's fully covered. And it's already started to look like a tulip. Now we will do the front petal, which will be a bit down. After this will will dry, of course, because otherwise it will smudge and it will look really bad. And we will have to erase the whole thing. Check if it's shiny. Okay. Pink and yellow again. Front petal. As I said, it comes down, yeah? So it comes here and here. Turn around. Here and here. Wait for them to dry. Probably that's the toughest part, to wait to dry. And last one. Yeah, and because the front petal is down, we can see in the inside of the flower. We're done with this color and we will do the leaves. The leaves of a tulip, they are long and the green, it's a bit of a darker green. So I will add a bit of Fear green to my composition, which is number 022. As you can see, it's really dark. Just to make my green a touch darker. Yeah. So you see my normal green, my yellow, and I will add a bit of darker green to it. Now the cat is yawning. Oh dear God. As usual, I dip the brush in yellow. Yeah, yellow, green, blend in on the palette. Excuse me for a second. No, it just said the book house. Yes, but it's flat too. Yeah. Flat too. No, that's what I was just checking to see if this was it. No. You don't know which one it is? No. Okay. Sorry. It was the thing. Well, it was someone at the door. Sorry about that. Yes, we blend in on the palette. But this time, I will go once in the darker green. And look at this, what a strong color I'm obtaining. The tulips have long green leaves. So what I will do is draw one here on the side. It's basically the normal leaf, but it goes really, really long up. Yeah. And this one that is coming down, we wait for them to dry. Second coat. Don't forget about the twisting in between hands. And all I need to do now is a few details with the thin brush. But I rinse the brush. I don't put it down with paint. Yeah. So thin brush number 4 in green paint. Yeah. The bright green. I will do a few details with the tip. Yeah. Only the tip is dipped in the brush. And here as well. Just few thin lines. To enhance the details, I do a couple of thin lines with a darker color, but only on the edge of the flower. They don't have to be perfect round, they have to be a bit wrinkly. And only with the tip. On the side of the leaf, I'm doing it as well. And on the side of the other leaf. And of course the other tulip. Oh, you want a cotton. Now go back and stay wrapped up in bed, yeah? And then we go get the toy. Come on. Okay, we don't go outside. Let's let mommy finish here, please. Come on. Right, last details on the flower, and we can put the top coat on. Let's turn it around. Oh, sorry, remove the camera. And that's it. Two beautiful tulips. We need to wait for the paint to dry so we can put the top coat. Yeah, and remember, please add the flowers, the leaves. Basically, they are these ones, but very, very long up, going up very much. Beautiful with the top coat on. I'll pop it into the lamp. Oh, lovely to hear that, Natalie. And you can vary the colors. Some tulips are darker. You can use a purple or something like that. Some are lighter. Just use pink, use red, use dark red. Okay, I'm preparing also a black tip now while the tulips are in the lamp. Okay, tulips are done. Very nice and shiny. Natalie, is that a necessary number tips? Ideal would be you do all these tips. We will do 7 today. Yeah, we already done 3. We have 4 more to go. So ideal would be to do these or some of these as well, because they all contain the certain strokes that is necessary for you to learn and to practice. So please don't be intimidated. The class, it is relaxed. We are here to learn. Is my point is, don't put any pressure on yourselves. Right. Now, pink and white again, because they are the most common colors. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you as well. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I probably seem boring at some point because I'm working so slow, but I want you, when you practice, to be able to see my movements really, really clear. That is very important. That is very important for you to see exactly how to move the brush and how to move the hand. So that's why I'm painting so slowly. We do the 5 leaf one. Yeah, you can see it even better now on the black tip. They will really stand out. Remember, like this one, twisting between fingers, twisting. Have again a bit too much water, as you can see. That's why it's important to tap on the paper towel. Now that's better. And we twist. I try not to knock off the camera. And last one. And there it is. We can start all over again because by the time we finish the 5th petal, the first one is already dried. Okay, so let's start over again. I'm loading a bit more paint on the brush, yeah. Remember to do that every now and then. So the design is really neat. And we don't have empty spaces where is no paint at all. And last one. And now we will do the leaves with the same brush. I'm using 004. You will find 004 is a very handy brush because it fits most of the nail, especially if you have many ladies like me with short salon shapes like square or oval, you will find 004 to be a very handy brush for you. Okay. In order to have a nice design, yeah, I'm gonna paint on the diagonally. I'm not going to leave the flower only on the center because it will look like a stamp, like just on the middle. So I will add a couple of leaves here and a couple of leaves here, and it will be on diagonally. Again, if you have a client with long nails, yeah, for example, you do the ring finger, you can do the flower in the middle, the leaves, and the leaves. What happened? Oh dear. Okay.
And now the bottom is square.
Okay, squish. Where do you want to squish? Okay. Because mommy will fix it later. He said mommy will fix it last. You want to bring it for my supper? Okay, back to the leaves. Still number 4, as I was saying, yeah, number 4 brush. I rinsed it, I tap it on the towel, dip in the yellow, dip in the green, create a nice gradient on the palette. And what should I do? I should do a big leaf here. And then I should do a little one here. And I turn around. A big leaf here. And a little one here. And we can start. Please at the beginning put the margins so it will be easier to paint. Don't forget to twist. We turn around. get more paint, yeah, on the brush. The brush has to be at all times loaded. Turn back around, second coat. They're already dry by now. That's the beauty of it. When we do multiple things, they're drying really fast. Remember to follow the bristles, yeah? Not much pressure at all. Gently, gently. Great. Just a couple of details. And the inside of the flower. The inside of the flower will be green and yellow mixed together. Will be a vibrant green. So I'm scooping with the detailer brush a bit of green. I'm mixing it with the yellow. Only as much as I need. And now I take big dots and go in the inside, yeah. Bigger dots on the inside. And towards the outside, thinner ones. Just a couple that go up on each petal. And look how cute they are. Don't need much more than that. A bit of white on the leaves. So I start from the base of the leaf. I go up. I go a bit on the side of my half leaf. Middle of the big leaf. And half leaf here. All right. We wait to dry and we put the top coat. These plastic tips I have, you can find them on eBay. Yeah, they're already painted. I just buffed them. Thank God for eBay. And for that, because we waste so much time painting the color. For example, black, 2 coats, cure it, do the second coat, do the top coat, cure it, buff it, paint it, and cure it again. Oh, it's just too much. Too much. And look at this. Gorgeous. I love one-stroke painting. One-stroke painting was my favorite. My first nail art class that I done. And I love it since. Let's pop it into the lamp and dry it, cure it. And we will do a couple of blooming roses. Yeah, the blooming roses are these. And you can do them with any color you want. You can do them, for example, blue, purple, whatever color you like. Pink usually is my client's favorite color. I don't know about yours. Maybe your clients like more purple. So please feel free to try the butterfly, for example. You can do it the dark blue. You can do it the light of the purple. You can do it whatever color you would like. So please don't necessarily have to do it like I'm doing it here. Play with the colors. Play with all the colors that you have. And you will see, you do 1 tip, 2 tips, 3 tips, and all of a sudden you're going to paint like in few minutes. You're going to be that fast. Again, 004 brush. Rinse it a bit in the water. Tap the excess on the towel. White color. Pink color. Blend in. And I'm gonna do one here and one down. So back petal. Up, a little pressure, and coming down. Yeah. Almost dried. Still a bit shiny. Second coat. We let those dry and we prepare for the down color. I add a bit more paint on my brush. almost dry. Yeah, we need to come here, down, and up. As you can see, it's little to no pressure. Little to no pressure. Very, very simple. Great. I'll rinse the brush from pink and white because I'm using the same brush to do the leaves. So I'm gonna do one leaf here, one here, yeah, and one, oh, I got out of the camera, I'm sorry, and one here. Yeah, so they are all half leaves. There's no full leaf in this design. Up, pressure, and up again. Down, pressure, and down again. Excuse me for a second, please. Okay, I hope my paint didn't dry. Yellow, green, and just do the gradients really quickly one more time. And we do the down petal, down leaf. Second coat. And for the details, I'm gonna do the inside of the roses with white, like a comma. So dot and come around. Very, very simple. You can do the other way around if you want to. And a few details on the leaves. Yeah, the edge. Highlighting the edge of the leaves. And design. Yeah, let's put it closer. Just few details make the whole composition. Yeah, if you want here in between, just do a few leaves, white leaves. Or some dots, if it's easier for you, yeah? We can take the dotting tool and create a couple of dots, whatever it's easier. Try designs, try fine lines, try dots. You find whatever is good for you and what you like it. Yeah? Again, we'll let this dry. I spilled a few tips here. I need to put back. You can make them a bit wavy. You can make them basic roses like I did now. There is no right or wrong way. That's all I'm saying. There's no right or wrong way. You can do them on the black background, on the light background. Okay, let's see. Yes, they seem dry. How nice they are with the top coat. I'm just turning around a bit to see exactly where I need to cover, because I have the camera in between me and my hands, my tips. So I need to double check everything is covered. Okay, back in the lamp. I have another black tip prepared here. Bit of blue tack, white tack, whatever you find. I have blue tack from Poland. Okay, and for this flower, I'm going to use the big brush, 05. Okay. In the water first. White color. Pink color. Do the gradient on your palette. And this flower is going to be only 2 petals. Okay. First petal is a white one. Yeah. And it's a wavy one. As you can see, I've done a pretty big white. Great, pretty big white back petal. And now we have to wait to dry, which is the boring part. Still need to dry. If you work on a client, yeah, and if you do multiple flowers, you can do the background color, the background petal, move to the next finger, and so on. By the time you finish, this will dry. Still needs a bit more. Okay, as you can see, this is still watery over there. I'm just gonna tap a bit. That's it. Okay. Second coat. And we let this one dry as well. I'll try to blow it so it dries faster. When you practice at home, yeah, if you do on the paper, you can do multiple back petals. They dry and then you come with the front petals and they dry. So on the tips, I'm afraid we have to wait a little bit more to dry. As you can see, it's still a bit shiny. It's easier on the paper because the paper is absorbent, but on the tip, we will have to wait a bit. Okay, and the down petal, yeah, will be the V-shape one. So I'll come down. And I blend in. And look what a sophisticated look we got. And it's not even very complicated. It just makes the flower more interesting. Yeah. Second coat. I rinse the brush and I get ready for the leaves. Detailer brush. As I said, you only need 3 brushes and that's it. Just create here a bit of design.
Aww. I want this one. I want this one.
Okay, this one dried. And now let's see where we would look nice, where it would be a good idea to do the leaves. So I'm thinking to do one here. Oh, I'm out of the camera. to do one down here. Excuse me for a second. Someone don't be upset. Mommy's almost done. You've been very, very cold today. Which one? Which one? Right, I'm very, very sorry for the interruptions. Very sorry. I have a poorly baby. And okay. And one here. I'm still on camera. I'm still on camera. All right. No pressure, just dragging. You okay, Alex? No. Okay. I know you wanted mommy to give you some magic medicine, please. Okay, I'm very, very sorry for the delay. Very sorry. Yes, he's really sick. He had a 39.5 temperature yesterday. And unfortunately, I am on my own, so I don't get any help apart from school, and I couldn't take him to school today, so very sorry about that. Okay, second coat of the leaves. Okay, and a couple of details with the white paint. After this class will be loaded, and you can see as a replay, you can skip straight to the parts that you need the most, so you don't have to watch in the same time as we are watching now, so you can skip it as a video. You will see it will be loaded in a few hours on YouTube, and you can watch from there. Okay, if I do something here as well, and maybe another swan, another line. They don't have to be straight or anything like that. You just make them wavy to look natural. Because the flowers, even in nature, when we look in the garden at the flower, it is not perfect. Some petals are bigger than others, some are bent over, so they are not exactly perfect. Okay, I think we are ready for the top coat. Now, ladies, please, when you will start practicing, if you have any trouble with any design, come back over the video or please message me. That's what I'm here for. Yeah, message me, spam me with your pictures, with everything. That doesn't mean if the class is over, you are on your own. No, 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 not like that. So that's what I'm here for guiding you, for teaching to occur, for everything, for learning to occur. So we are in this together. You are not on your own. So at any time, please message me your designs, your practice, and you will get feedback from me. Because we haven't done any cauliflower. Today we will do one now. Cauliflower is a beautiful, beautiful flower. And again, really, really easy to do. Only 2 strokes. Two strokes, back petal and front petal. Yeah. I'll do a white tip so we can do reverse painting, reverse one stroke painting. The big brush, yeah. Again, this is a big tip if you're painting on smaller nails. You can use 004. I'm using 005 one stroke. And cauliflower is super easy. It looks like the leaf, yeah. I'm in the camera. I am in the camera. Yeah, the background petal. I dip in my brush while the background petal is drying. Second coat. Much more clear now. We'll let it dry. Basically, the background petal is the leaf, right? So we can use the leaf, the stroke for a normal leaf. We can use it to create a butterfly or a cauliflower. And the front petal, which is a round one, and comes down the V-shape one, yeah. Super, super easy. Almost dry. Perfect. Yeah, we still see in the inside of the flower, we have a bit of a gap there, yeah. And because cauliflower doesn't have an exact leaf design, I like to do only fine details. So for the inside of the flower, I will mix a bit of pink with a bit of yellow to create like an orange. I press and I drag up. I will do the second one with a bit more yellow. Yes. And the details. Again with black. the base of the flower. Couple of thin lines going up as well. And couple of freehand leaves. Pressure and release. Let's turn it around so I can be exactly under the camera. Okay. And I will add with the dotting tool a few dots on the side to complete the design. Again, we don't want too much. Yeah, because the flower is our main character, so we don't want to have too much dark details around. Okay, let's see if the light is all right so you can see. Again, these are big tips, yeah, so compared to a normal nail, yeah, these are big, so you can fill in the nail with dots, with swirls, with maybe a bit of glitter flakes or something, whatever you would like. You can do 2 colors, 3 colors. Yeah. Let's see if they are dry. Still a bit shiny here where the bigger dots are. And I think they're about done. Right. Very nice and glossy. We pop this one into the lamp, and that is the last 7 design. Let's see, how should we arrange them? Let's put one black, one white in between, yeah. Please take your time when you practice. There's no rush, there's no deadline. I'm not going to fail you the class or anything like that just because you are taking more time. So it's no such thing. Let's focus the camera so you can see better. I will send you these pictures, yeah. I will send you these pictures with the designs. I will send you as well the basic strokes, plus what you've seen with me here in the class, what you've done with me here. That's it. Oh, sorry, Natalie. It will come back on the replay. Watch the replay and refresh when needed. Right, ladies, if you have any questions or anything at the moment regarding the class, again, I'm very sorry for the interruptions. It was beyond my control. I didn't want the class to cancel the class, and I am I wanted to be here for this today. I also will be here in the future if you need help with these designs. As I said earlier, please send me your pictures, your feedback, what you're having trouble with, what you like best, what you find it easier, and so on. And please message me regarding the sheets, because I don't know exactly everyone, all the participants. I don't recognize the email addresses, so please contact me on Facebook to send you the step-by-steps. Yeah, the printed images, the strokes. You will also have the practice here with me in the class, but they are yours to keep. Yeah, they are free materials, and these are free for you to have and to keep to help you in your practice. Whenever you are ready, you know, send me all the designs, send me what you've done, even something different. If you have maybe pictures saved on your phone or anything like that you would like to try, please try it on. There's no problem at all. Important is you to get the hang of one stroke painting. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Please type. I hope everything was clear. We got all the details. The good part about the replay is that you can skip exactly where is that you need to go, so don't need to watch this one again from the beginning. You go straight to the flowers and the technique you want to practice. You can mute the sound if you want, because the replay will be loaded on YouTube. Yeah, it will be a private section there where my classes are uploaded. You will have access to it, so you can just mute it if you don't want to hear me and just practice as you see. It's really easy, like any other YouTube video, but it's only for the people that registered on the class, so it's not for everyone. If you don't have any questions, that's okay. I hope you enjoyed the class. I love very much one-stroke painting, and I hope to see you as well on level 2. I'm looking forward to see your designs, and again, I'm deeply sorry for the interruptions, and I'm looking forward to see you. Please join my Facebook group. It's called the Nail Tex UK. There's a group not only for UK nail technicians, for everyone, but I live in the UK, so that's why I called it Nail Tex UK. Please feel free to post your work, even if it's not one stroke, your nails, the designs you make, everything that you're passionate about. We do lots of raffles. Tomorrow I will have a nice raffle of glitter gels collection. So please feel free to join in and just to interact, to have a chat and a nice time. That being said, I hope you enjoyed it today, and I'm looking forward to keep in touch with you and to see you next time. Have a nice time practicing, and I will speak to you soon. All right. Bye, everyone.